Madam Clerk?
This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act and JSA 10:4-6 at SEC, notice of which was sent to the record in the Star Ledger and was posted on the municipal bulletin board.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Here.
Councilmember Sims.
Here.
Councilmember Greenman.
Here.
Mayor LaBrus.
Here. Would everybody please rise for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before we move forward, I would like to take a moment of silence for the two police officers who were killed on the line of duty from New York and also one from Florida, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We have some good stuff going on. We have some proclamations and some other community involvement. Test. Could I please have Leticia Rios, Brenda Kish, Nicole Breslin, Jesselyn Calles, Jack LaParry, and Wendy Lamparelli come up, please. Guys. Just so everybody knows, November 11, 2014, Anna Suarez and Antoinette Tartaglione drove to Jackson Avenue School to pick up food collector for the Greater Alliance Federal Credit Union food drive. And Ms. Suarez fell to the ground, and these people here were very instrumental in saving her life. So I'm going to read a proclamation. Whereas on Tuesday, November 11, 2014, Anna Suarez and Antoinette Tartaglione drove to Jackson Avenue School to pick up food collected for the Greater Alliance Federal Credit Union food drive. And whereas while climbing the stairs to enter the building, Anna Suarez fell to the ground. And whereas Antoinette Tartaglione called into the building for help. And whereas the quick actions of school nurse Wendy Lamparelli, who brought the defibrillator, and Jack LaParry, Nicole Breslin, Jesselyn Calles, and Brenda Kish, and Leticia Rios, who all helped perform cardiopulmonary resuscitation on Anna Suarez until the ambulance arrived, shocking her twice with the defibrillator, which restarted her heart. Now therefore, I, John P. LaBrus Jr., Mayor of the City of Hackensack, along with members of the City Council, do hereby commend Jackson Avenue school teacher Jacqueline Calles, Leticia Rios, which one's a nurse? Miss Lamparelli, right? Nicole Breslin, Brenda Kish, Jack LaParry, and nurse Wendy Lamparelli on their quick actions that helped to save the life of Anna Suarez. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Got a lot of fans tonight. Let's see, who do we have? Justin? Leticia? Nicole? Thank you. At this time, I'd like to bring up somebody from the Greater Alliance Federal Credit Union, please. Yeah. You're quite welcome. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Good evening, everybody. I'm Glenn Ginto, President and CEO of Greater Alliance Federal Credit Union. And
Anna Suarez is one of our family members. We've known Anna for quite a while. She was a long-time resident at Hackensack, here in Hackensack in town. And as the mayor alluded to earlier, we'd like to, on behalf of the entire Greater Alliance family, we'd like to thank these fine people at Jackson Avenue School for their quick actions and allowed us to still be with our very own Anna Suarez today. I firmly believe that if it weren't for their heroic actions that day, I don't think we will have our Anna with us today. So we really appreciate it on behalf of the entire staff of Greater Alliance and Anna Suarez and her family. Thank you very much. And tonight we would like to present you some recognition from the credit union. As I said earlier, you guys are our personal angels. So thank you very much. Please let's give a round of applause to everybody. Oh, okay.
Please would like the opportunity to shake your hand. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is what makes Hackensack strong. Thank you so much. We're so proud of both of you. Thank you. Thank you. Last but not least, thank you.
You come back, center yourselves this way, guys. Paparazzi. And there's more.
Okay, if you guys could just stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Harry Comp. I'm a director of the Greater Hackensack Chamber of Commerce. And my colleagues tonight are Executive Director Lauren Ziza, Jason Sohm, Diane Sohm, Larry Eisen, who's in the audience here. Hi, Larry. And Greater Alliance is a member of the Chamber, and we found out of this happening. And we can't be any happier or grateful to our colleagues of Jackson Avenue School for how they brought back this woman from death. And Anna Suarez is so dear to absolutely all of us. She's the face of Greater Alliance, and the Chamber of Commerce is happy to be here to present a proclamation to each and every one of you. So we have Leticia Rios. No? We can't go in order? Okay.
Can I start with Wendy?
Yes.
Okay.
You won't get medicine cabinets.
Wendy Lamparelli. Be very careful. You got to make a hole in your wall with these.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Jason Sohm from Sohm's Uniforms has donated all the proclamations and ribbons, and we'll tell you what these ribbons are all about. Parisian Beauty Academy donated the shadow boxes on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce. Next. Leticia Rios. Leticia, just hold on to it tight. Nicole Breslin. Nicole. These are beautiful citations. Thank you for the opportunity, Mayor and Council. Brenda Kish. Jack Lapari. Jack.
Put it back there.
Jesselyn Calles. And if we could have the members of the chamber come to the front to take a picture. First, we'd like Jason Sohm to take the mic to explain the ribbons and the citations and what they mean.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. These awards in order are the Patriot Medal for American citizens that do great things. The second one is a life-saving medal, and the third is a civilian service medal, And these are for civilians that give back to the community and do great things like saving lives. And we thank you guys so much for everything you've done.
Okay, there are no approval of minutes this evening. City manager's report.
Sure, the first item is Millennium Strategies. You have an updated report for to date for 2014. There were a lot of grants that were submitted by Millennium Strategies, who is our grants consultant. Based on a rough calculation, we received over $300,000 in grants that were applied for. We are still waiting on others. Some of the highlights and what we've been awarded: body armor for 10,000, a direct install project from New Jersey, or from Office of Clean Energy, to help our efficiency and upgrades to various municipal facilities of 126,000. Bergen County Open Space for the Santa Maria Play Gym for Columbus Park, 28,000. And then an NJDOT municipal aid grant for road improvements of 149,000. Those are the larger ticket items. Item number 2, Summit Ave between Marvin and Sutton. Work is expected to be done in spring of 2015. The meeting schedule, number 3, the meeting schedule dates have been revised. Notice has been put in the newspaper and on the website. It was the June meetings that have been modified. Second, recycling calendar update. The calendar should be mailed out the second week of January. I made a decision based on a lot of misinformation previously, because my understanding is that the calendars had trouble with distribution due to the method of distribution last year. So it will be mailed to each resident, hopefully to open up communications. Second is leave complaints and confusion. Just to make sure that the record is clear, the last date as per the calendar to put leaves out in the street was December 13th. We have responded to many complaints. We went out as early as today to pick up some leaves. Unfortunately, we have had issues of contractors coming into town in rather odd hours and actually dumping leaves on our streets, which we have caught a few. So we have a problem, and we are in the process of enforcing that. That may be some of the reason for some of the complaints. So if any of the residents see vehicles that aren't supposed to be around, like and dumping leaves in front of your house, please call the police department immediately. Tomorrow at the Civic Center, there'll be a toy giveaway with the Hackensack Police Department and the Salvation Army, and by All American Ford. There are about 500 toys that will be given away, so come early if you want to get one of those toys.
What time does that start?
Let me look back.
Six.
6 p.m.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
And that is the end of the manager's report, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, resolution 467-14.
Is a resolution for final adoption of ordinance number 47-2014, an ordinance amending Part 2 of the City of Hackensack Municipal Code entitled General Legislation to add Chapter 159 entitled Towers and Wreckers. This ordinance has been advertised pursuant to law and now calls for a public hearing.
May I have a motion to open to the public, please?
Offer.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Anybody who'd like to speak on this ordinance and this ordinance only, please come forward and give your name and address to the clerk. Seeing none, motion to close. Oh, sorry.
Hi, good evening, Kathleen Salvo.
Evening.
Hudson Street. Okay, so when they tow them, I have a problem as where they put them. Because sometimes they tow them and they put them where they shouldn't put them. So is there anything that,
Right now, Ms. Salvo, this is an amendment only to the existing ordinance as it stood, just to continue it for how long?
Till March.
Till
oh,
March.
this is the one that you wanted to postpone because you didn't get it
Right,
placed?
this is just, this is just changing the day so we
You're
can
just
continue it to
extending
March so we
Okay,
can.
so that when you do write it, the thing that should be addressed is that when they tow it, they think they could put it anywhere. Case in point is like on service stations or whatever, and then it's not permitted.
Right.
So that's the point that, you know, what the problem is. So when you do make that over, that should be addressed also, as to
Yes,
where they
I
store
agree.
them. Thank you.
Thank
I'll
you.
take that note down then.
Okay, motion to close to the public?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
And now a motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt the amendment to the ordinance, please.
Offer.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack County of Bergen and State of New Jersey that ordinance number 47-2014 has passed its second and final reading and is hereby adopted.
Thank you. Resolution 468-14.
This is a resolution for the introduction of ordinance number 48-2014, an ordinance amending Chapter 170-50, no parking section, and Chapter 170-51, no parking certain hours of the City of Hackensack Municipal Code.
Have a motion, please?
Offered.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be it resolved that the above ordinance being ordinance number 48-2014 as introduced is now passed on first reading, and that said ordinance shall be considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on January 6, 2015 at 8:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter can be reached at the regular meeting place of the City Council, and at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance according to law with a notice of its introduction and passage on first reading and of the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Resolution 469-14.
Is a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a contract with the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge Number 16, NJFOP Labor Council.
May I have a motion, please?
Offered.
Need a second? Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia. Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 470-14.
Is a resolution authorizing Class 2 special law enforcement officers to attend Passaic County Police Academy for training.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 471-14.
Is a resolution authorizing a refund for Hackensack Youth Basketball registration.
May I have a motion, please?
Offered.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 472-14.
Is a resolution authorizing tax refunds.
May I have a motion, please?
Offered. Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 473-14.
Is a resolution authorizing the renewal of Horizon as the third-party administrator for group medical and prescription programs administered by HM Life for the calendar year 2015.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 474-14.
The resolution authorizing renewal of liquor license for 2014-15 is for Barbara Edwards, Esquire, trustee for 88 Capital.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer. Second.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 475-14.
Is a resolution authorizing renewal of Bergen Risk as a third-party administrator for city's worker compensation, general, and automobile liability insurance.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer. Second.
Roll call.
So that was Councilmember Sims offered and,
That's
okay.
fine.
Kind of both said it together.
Yeah. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 476-14.
Is a resolution authorizing the retention of Reliance Insurance Group LLC to perform the services of health, prescription, dental, and supplemental insurance broker of record.
May I have a motion?
Offer. Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 477-14.
Is a resolution authorizing XL Insurance Company to cover public officials and employment practices insurance for the year 2015.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 478-14.
Is a resolution of the City of Hackensack County of Bergen declaring its intent to fully comply with its current and future Mount Laurel obligations and to serve as the catalyst for change to render any Mount Laurel lawsuits as unnecessary litigation.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye. Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 479-14.
Okay, this is a resolution authorizing board and commission appointments. We are going to do the Condominium and Cooperative Unit Owners Advisory Board, HAPADA, the Library Board, and the Planning Board on this motion.
Okay, may I have a motion, please, on
Offer.
this motion?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
All right,
You?
and then we'll do the zoning board on a separate motion for board appointments.
May I have a motion for the zoning board, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Abstain.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 480-14.
It is a resolution authorizing appointment to the Housing Authority.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 481-14.
Is a resolution authorizing Health Department refunds.
Motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 482-14.
Is a resolution for transfer of 2014 budget appropriations.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer. Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims. Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 483-14.
Is an authorization for accrued time payout for Anthony, and I apologize if I say this wrong, Malello?
Is that right? Malillo.
Malello? Okay.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 484-14.
Is a resolution for the authorization for partial settlement for Agatha Toomey.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 485-14.
Is a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute an indemnity in order to obtain title insurance on Block 308.01, Lot 3, otherwise known as Lot C.
Motion, please?
Offer. Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 486-14.
And that was the resolution that we were going to
We're
pull for
pulling
this
that one.
evening to postpone until
Yes.
the next meeting.
That's being pulled. Resolution 487-14.
Is a resolution extending the 2014 tower and records permits until March 31st, 2015.
May I have a motion, please?
Offer. Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 488-14.
Is the resolution authorizing the payment of bills. The current fund has $965,177.10. Total expenditures were $3,169,459.81, and interfunds and transfers, $414,139.27.
May I have a motion to pay the bills, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, need a motion open to the public, please.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. This time, anybody like to speak from the public? Please come up to the podium, give your name and address to the clerk.
Because the last meeting, someone had brought up that you're not supposed to give your address.
I would defer to the attorney on that. Just your Hackensack is fine.
Alexis Palinkas, Prospect Avenue in Hackensack. Before you start the timer, could you clarify something? 5 minutes is what we're trying to limit it to.
Correct.
Now, my question is, if it's 5 minutes, is it 5 minutes of my talking
It's
time?
5 minutes total of your time and the council.
And the council?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I think I was cheated last time, so I'll make it quick. First of all, when is the next, I'm going to list my questions. First of all, when is the next public meeting regarding the meters, the change in the meter fees? Second question is about stripes and crosswalks, striping and crosswalks on Central and Prospect, the yellow stripes. And the third question is paving Prospect, which doesn't seem to be happening. And now I'll go back. So quickly answer the part about when is the next public meeting about the meters.
I don't know if we've set it at the next meeting yet. We haven't set the next meeting date
And
yet.
where will that be published?
Where will it be published?
Yeah, how
It
will
will
I know
be-
where it is, when it
Well,
is?
it'll be published in the newspaper, but also we'll,
On the website.
on the website.
On the website,
It's on the
terrific.
website, so,
Okay, question 2, stripes and crosswalks, Central and Prospect.
correct.
The striping had been done maybe 2 years ago, nice bright yellow stripes. People absolutely ignore the yellow stripes, ignore the no parking signs, especially from Central going north toward the Whitehall. There are 3 parking spaces available. People are always parking there. The police department did do a ticket blitz for a while, and it eased up. But once you get football season and basketball, I don't know why, but there are people parking there. Maybe if the yellow stripes could be restriped, making it very clear. I had company, they said they couldn't even see the stripes and wound up parking up on Summit. And also that crosswalk, that's a major crosswalk for the kids going down to Nellie Parker. And those lines are really very faded out. So if that could be taken care of. And the paving prospect question, I think last time I asked you about this, you said that there was a situation where you got grants to do repaving.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there nothing in our budget that would allow for repaving without a grant?
We are working on that. You may.
Not for 2014, but the staff is putting together a long-term capital plan, which will include paving outside of grants, which then will be presented to the council with this year's budget.
Okay, because Mayor LaBrosse, you had said that you were looking into some ways of getting help to fund that, and I didn't think it was grant-wise. Again, with the number of people who are on Prospect and who are paying really high taxes and the amount of traffic, I would hope that you would really, really dig deep.
We're digging.
Okay.
We're looking, believe me.
But in the meantime, stripes, we need
Could you
stripes.
make sure that traffic delineates new...
I'll have traffic look at it, and I will also identify the area for Superintendent Mordaga, and he
for
will...
parking.
Parking
Yes.
situation.
Mhm.
Now, do I have leftover time?
You still have,
Can I bank it? Can I bank it for next time?
No banking. And you can't give it to Rick either.
Nice haircut, and that didn't take... Everybody got a Christmas haircut but me.
I have a Hanukkah here.
Hanukkah.
Okay,
haircut.
well, holiday, Chris.
Festivus for the rest of us.
I like that.
Thank you. Richard Salk in Hackensack, New Jersey. First of all, Rotino promised to pay Prospect. I'll become a Trost guy when you top it. No comment from the council.
It'll be in my budget.
Thank you.
Raise the microphone, Rick. Thank you.
Okay, now, we're all gonna live by this new ordinance, this new decorum ordinance. I guess that includes you, right? So you do realize that the last portion of this meeting is not gonna be your Merry Christmas and thanks for coming, because the last thing in the order of business is public comment. You could look it up.
Okay.
All right. Now, John, I know it's the holiday season. I want to keep this pleasant, although it's really not. We have to talk about ethics. I've been observing you for the last year and a half. I know you don't do these things maliciously. I know you don't do them out of evil intent, and I know you're not, nor should you be, schooled in fine ethical issues. But it's come up. It's come up time and time again. I'll get back to the SRO agreement. It was raised at one point about your new job at the medical center where you're dealing with inspectors from the city. You said, you proclaimed, I don't have a conflict. The raffle situation that you voted on, well, that pertained to the consent agenda, which no longer exists, but you'll never remove that language from your agenda because it's a Salkin issue, and I know that, I get it. Okay. When the Ebola trailers were being set up down on Newman Street, you waxed eloquent, but you're an employee of the medical center. This is why you have a deputy mayor, John. Let her talk on issues that you shouldn't be talking on. All right. Now, with respect to the SRO, Mr. Scrivo's office was good enough to forward me a copy of your letter to the local finance board. Now, John, one of the portions of the regulations that board operates under says the following for advisory opinions. The request shall set out the factual situation in detail. In detail. John, you keep casting this as a chain of power. I'm blanking there. Chain of authority issue, and it really isn't. And you didn't, in your letter, enclose a copy of the agreement. And you keep overlooking, and I read this the last time or one of the last times I addressed this publicly, that Director Mordaga insisted that the language be broader than the high school and the middle school. And again, I'll quote it to you. The city agrees to designate 2 police officers to serve as SROs. The SROs should interact with students within the city school system with their primary assignments being the Hackensack High School and the Hackensack Middle Schools. SROs should be directly involved with any action taken by law enforcement that may involve or affect any student within the city school system. Mike wanted that. Mike wants to have his police officers going into all of the schools. The issue has nothing to do with chain of command. That's what I blanked on before. It's not a chain of command issue, John. Look, again, I get back to what I said. I know you're not doing this intentionally, but you don't, with all due respect, and I say this without meaning an attack.
Go ahead.
You don't have a feel for this. I really wish you would bounce all these issues off your city attorney when they arise. You shouldn't be dealing with school system issues. You shouldn't be dealing with medical center issues. Have a happy holiday.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, and the residents. My name is James Irwin. I live at 40 Jefferson Street. Came to the council about 3 months ago in reference to an ordinance that I would like the city of Hackensack to pass. Inglewood became the first town in the state of New Jersey to pass an ordinance raising the age to buy tobacco products to 21. That issue became dear and near to me. As I've said to the council before, I don't know if everyone remembers, but my mother worked and retired from Inglewood Hospital Medical Center for 45 years. 2 years ago, she worked on an oncology/infusion floor for that whole time. I sent an email to everyone on the council, as well as the mayor, and if need be, I have the ordinance that TNEC wound up adopting at my behest. I asked the TNEC council to do it because I thought that if Inglewood was going to do it, I thought that TNEC and Hackensack would need to do it as well for the ordinance to be effective. Since then, I have took it upon myself to go to and ask every town in Bergen County, the county that I grew up in and love so much. So I've gone to Bogota last week. I've gone to Rutherford, and I have other towns that I have to go on. I know everybody's in a reorg situation pretty much, but I would like to get an update from the council if you're going to be entertaining this.
We haven't really given a lot of consideration yet. There were some concerns raised because if we have a major rehabilitation going in our own downtown right now, very concerned about how an ordinance like that or a resolution could affect some of that. I understand your concerns and I admire your dedication on doing this. But whenever you make something illegal, it's always, it carries some consequences among certain people. So we have to look into all that. But I will speak with council about it, and the council will discuss it.
I would ask that for assistance in those issues, and those are valid issues. City must undertake, it must represent all the residents. I would ask that you give a call to your fellow mayors, both in Teaneck and in Inglewood, and also as council members. Being so close to proximity, I'm sure you have good relations with them. So I would ask that you confer with them to allay any fears that you may have. Those two towns have passed those ordinances. Sayreville, New Jersey, also passed that ordinance. And I would ask, in Hackensack's view of being a progressive town, doing the downtown, all the things that you have on the horizon, I would ask that you would be ahead of the curve and on the right side of the future, because this is the way that we are going. There are just short of 24 towns in the whole country that have adopted this, but this is becoming the norm, and I would ask that Hackensack be in the forefront as as opposed to the background, which, not to disrespect the town that I've lived in for 12 years, sometimes, we in the catch-up mode. So I'd ask that would be ahead of the game. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to all the residents. Happy New Year.
Next, please.
Yes, I'm back again. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Hanukkah, in case I forget at the end of my 5 minutes. I thought I heard correctly, and I hope I didn't move in denial, that the Summit Avenue between Marvin and Essex has been tabled until the spring.
That's what I have in my notes, yes.
Okay, and that's unacceptable. I did some homework on it. I found out the reason being is because it went over the $35,000 cap that they have on that, because it didn't think it had to go out to bid. Again, I think it was the engineer's mistake, because they know how much things are going to cost. I also made some phone calls, and we have a great rapport with the county. Our DPW and the county has gotten along very well together. They decided they had to do this, that there's a problem with the freezing of it. And talking to a couple of people, the solution would be to fix the drains in question so that the water would drain, and then come back in the spring and finish the job. Therefore, we will eliminate the freezing where the ambulance are going to slip and slide, because they already have done twice. We had twice two icings, and I didn't get a chance to talk to Hong Conley because I've been really busy doing my own work. That I can't do city work all the time. But anyway, I would like you to consider that, putting the drains in, and because all the asphalt places are closed, they close as of November, but it could be patched after the drains go in, and then go back in the spring, do the curbs, and do the milling and the paving of the street at the spring, and then look for more money. It's hard to believe and to accept that Riches County and Bergen County, being one of the richest counties in the state, are going to table this because of the funds, and that's what happened. It was over the 35,000 and closer to 50, and they should have known this when it should have gone out to bid when we started doing this way in the spring, because we were all on the same page. With the engineers messed it up and other little things that happened. But this cannot be tabled. And then I hope, in the meantime, that the city of Hackensack makes it known that we're not going to be responsible for anything that happens. And I don't want to see it this way. This should be something that we have good rapport with the county. And this can't go on. We cannot let this wait till table it to the spring. So do the drains now. And since we have all this patchwork all over Hackensack, oh my God, with this public service. So one more patchwork street is just going to match the rest of the community. Go back to that in the spring and do it. I don't know what your...
Kathy, just to make it clear, is that Summit Avenue, as I know you know, is a county
Right.
road. It's under the county jurisdiction. They are bound by certain bidding laws, just as the city is, and it went over the bid threshold. So now they have to, they actually have to put it out for bid. So they can't do the 3 quotes because it's over the $36,000. Yes. I can find out whether they can do partial, yet that may still flow into the bid laws as a composite of the whole project. So I'm not sure if that works either.
If it
But
could be like emergency status to do...
I will find out.
Please.
I will.
We can't let, I mean, the first time we have an accident, we're going to say, it's like the red light, you have to wait for so many people to get killed before you put the traffic light up. I mean, we try to be in front of the curve for that. And we've been trying to, this poor man came here, like Doug came here to us in the summer, and we've been working on this. And it just, and it's their fault because they messed up on it. But like I said, we have a very good rapport with the county, and I don't want to lose that. But we should come up with a temporary solution. Like a first step.
If I will talk to Hackensack staff to see if we can do that. If we can't, I will let you know.
Okay, but that's really scary. Okay, what else? So what's happened, the calendar, I'm so glad that you did it that way, because the last year was a disaster distributing them, and people do not go online. So it's good that you're mailing everybody, go for the money.
It is costing us some money, so.
You know what, but it's well spent, because either that or there's lack of communication. Even though we don't go by what the calendar says, so that's a whole nother thing. We're gonna
We
stick with the
try
calendar
very hard.
And then go with the calendar say, that would be nice, because that would be in conjunction with the calendars. The crosswalk, Central Avenue is not, yeah, the paint does wear out, and I think that could be addressed. But the other thing is what the woman said before, the yellow lines, unless it's iridescent, I don't think that the yellow curbs can't be seen at night, so you might want to put a sign there. Because painting is one thing, signs are another. So we're going back to the Holt Street, what we had said.
Ms. Salvi, your 5 minutes is up.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Happy Hanukkah. Healthy New Year. Thank you.
You too. Thank you, Ms. Salvi.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Paul and Calcaterra, Broadway.
Sir, how are you?
I'm not so good. I had a problem last week with the Cultural Center with the noise. Somewhere, let me see, around, it was the 18th, maybe around 5:15, the noise was loud. They're using that PA system. The amplified system, you know, I can hear it in my house. And I waited a little while. I thought maybe it would slow down. Didn't. So I called the police, had them come down. Two very nice gentlemen, Salazar and Williams. They went next door, told them to lower it, and it was okay. I thought that would be, you know, sort of an indication that maybe things would get a little better. But unfortunately, the next evening, which was Friday, the music was blasting. I put a call into the city manager, and he was kind enough to come, I think, as he stated, what was it, about 5 o'clock?
No, it was about 6:35.
Okay, well, somewhere around 7 o'clock, the music was very loud. And I know they're having a performance the next day, or I thought they were very loud. Unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. That place has to be managed again. I want you to be aware of it. Saturday was the performance for the young group, I think, Christmas party. Very, very loud, no complaints. I didn't make any complaints because it was in the afternoon. But what I am concerned about is that the schedule for next year, which was given to me last month, has many events on it that are loud, and they are multiple events. I don't know if you have this. Who makes the decision to allow these things on? Can you tell me, Mayor? Who allows them?
Well, I'm sure it's presented through.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Leosi comes up with the schedule. I would imagine he has discussions with the city manager.
And who okays them? Who says, yes, okay, we're gonna go, or no?
The council does, I will tell you this, the council doesn't approve what shows go on at
It does or doesn't?
It doesn't. Maybe we need to.
Yeah, okay, then I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if you have this, I gave one to Mr. Trost, and I want you to take very good look at this, because I'm gonna have to suffer with that noise. Now, I'm gonna also ask you to get rid of that megawatt system, put it into the new building, maybe you can save some money that way, take out the amplified system, maybe if you're gonna have some musical events, to make them acoustical. And if that does not sound so terrific, maybe you can tell the people who are involved in it, well, wait until we get into the new building. Then we can make as much noise as we want, and we don't have to worry about our neighbor. So I'm going to ask you for a little relief. Please ask for a copy of this from Mr. Trost.
Will do.
And I want you to go through it. If you need me to come in to speak with you, I know this new event, this new cultural center is in the works, and from what I understand, Mr. Trost, you said, when did you say it was going to be? Somewhere in May or June?
No, that's the park.
That's the park, and we are putting together a capital plan, and that will be an item, certain renovations of the existing cultural arts building, or the new one, will be placed in the plan as well, and it'll be up to the council on how they want to handle the capital improvements plan. But that project will be in the staff's capital improvement plan that will be presented to the council.
Okay, when do you estimate the projected opening of that?
It depends on whether the council provides the funding.
Okay. So it could be sometime, correct?
We're looking at multiple options of not necessarily doing a full renovation as which was originally planned, to go more in stages. And part of that is, to be honest with you, is I love seeing you and I like coming to your house, but I'd rather do it on more of a pleasant note.
Well, I think it was very nice of you to knock at my door. Unfortunately, the doorbell didn't work, as I stated to you before, and I would have liked you to stay and listen to the music when it was loud. I can call the police, and if they come in and it's not loud, or I can call anyone else and it's not loud, what's the sense? I don't want to complain if there's, you know, I'm not a person to make noise if there is no, that's a I don't want to make,
Noise if there's no
I don't
noise.
want to give you a headache. But when there is noise, I'm not so happy with it. And I just want to leave this with you. If you have someone in front of your house and you have the windows and the doors closed and they turn on their radio and they blast it, that's what I hear. And I shouldn't hear that. All right?
Thank you, Mr. Cavatelli. Your 5 minutes came to me. But
Thank you.
thank you. You have a happy, Merry
Very
Christmas and a
good.
Happy New
Do
Year.
you have a timer up there?
Yeah, she has it over here.
Okay, good. I'm glad to see that.
Thank you.
And happy Hanukkah. There we go.
Thank you.
Can I just give copies of the ordinance to the...
Yes, just give them to the city manager. Thank you. Thank you. Next, please.
My name's Richard Serbo. I'm on Spring Valley Ave. And I asked for 10 minutes months ago, and there was no answer to that. So it's still 5 minutes, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so 10 minutes was...
Though the ordinance that we had the final reading on is not in effect till
So 10
20
minutes.
days? Next meeting.
It'll be next meeting.
So 10 minutes
But-
was never even brought up.
There's not a municipality in the state of New Jersey has 10 minutes.
All right, I just wanted to comment on the case that you made to kind of, you know, muffle the argument here in the room. You know, I guess you were thinking it could be more civilized, and but insults are civilized, okay? You know, Sam Johnson has a book out of insults that are completely civilized in our society. So, you know, I don't want to say that a pattern is forming, but, you know, cutting funding at the library, which is a free flow of information and ideas, and now kind of, you know, saying, hey, we don't want too much argument in the room. I mean, strife is good, argument is good. When things go quiet, that's when we need to worry. So if things are going to go quiet, maybe we should all worry, you know? If it's going to, you know, be muffled when it comes to an argument about something. So if someone calls someone a ninny or a nitwit, that is civilized, okay? And it should be allowed to be presented in the room. Okay, as for everything else, it seems kind of boring or aburrido, as Leo might think. I think leaves used to be picked up right until the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken, to the 31st of December. I think I remember that. Kathleen just told me that Spring Valley Avenue is a county road, so I've complained here, but does that mean that different levels of government don't talk to each other? I mean, does the state talk to you, or does the county talk to you, and you talk to the county? Because Spring Valley Avenue is a highway. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm disappointed. I thought by now that you would win me over, and I would wave a flag for you, but I haven't been won over yet. So have a great holiday. Thank you very much.
You too, sir. Thank you. Next, please.
Regina DePasco, Parker Avenue. I got some questions. On the Class 2 officers, why are they going to Passaic County, not Bergen?
Good question.
I can answer that question.
Is that a
I know
typo?
the answer to the question.
Please.
Bergen County doesn't offer the class.
The Class 2? Okay.
That class.
Passaic is the only one, because I asked that question myself.
Okay, yeah, it's
I
a
thought it was a
legitimate
typo or
question.
something.
Great minds. I see we made some new appointments. I'm disappointed that I didn't change the library liaison, but I'm really confused as to how and why Al Borelli is named a member of the zoning board. Number one, he doesn't live in the city. Number two, he's a zoning official. He doesn't qualify as a member. Am I wrong?
I don't know what that is as an employee.
He was a
of
member.
the city. He's been a
He's not a
member.
voting member. He is our zoning official. That the zoning official's
I
not a
don't
member of
believe
the
he's a
zoning
voting,
board.
he's not a voting member. It's just like Deputy Mayor and myself were on the Main Street Alliance, we're not voting members on that committee.
He's our zoning official. That's not a member. That's two different hats, two different things. Am I wrong? The zoning official can be a member?
Mayor, I don't believe he is a voting member of the zoning board.
Why would he be named a member?
I guess he was on the list that needed to be reappointed, but probably the appointment was as the zoning
You're
official.
gonna have to do that one again, and Ms. Greenman can abstain again, I think, because he's not a member. Absolutely. That's a whole different animal.
Maybe he should have been called out as a zoning official.
Yeah, he's zoning official.
He's the zoning official,
he's the-
Mayor. I think that's just a inartfully drafted resolution, but he's not a voting member of the zoning board. I understand what it says, but he's not.
No, I know he can't vote, but,
Well, if we want to do it right, we do it right.
well, we're considered members in the Main Street Alliance, which is not a
But
city
it's a whole
per se.
different, that's a whole
I
different
understand.
thing. He is the zoning official who sits there at those meetings, but not as a member. So, can't do that. Sorry. I also urge you, even though I am a smoker, to raise the age to 21. It just is the right thing to do. You mentioned about the recycling calendar. This is such a problem. You mentioned about the leaf complaints. Yes, I complained. Yes, you got emails from some of my neighbors. It's the paper calendar. It says leaf pickup sometime in October, last pickup sometime in December. But then there is another schedule that's not on the paper calendar that says your route gets picked up these days, and the last time for your pickup for these days, it's a certain time. There's like 3 pickups for each area. Never followed. Never, ever, ever followed. One of the things that when I responded to the email that another resident had sent, and he included me in it because he knows I was having the same problem and he's in my neighborhood. I don't know, Second Ward, we're the only ones having the problem, or is it citywide? I don't know. But, we could abolish the curbside leaf pickup. It really is unsanitary. And you have to worry about the stormwater. There's just a lot of problems with the curbside leaf pickup. And there's a lot of problems with bagging it too. Which one? But we do curbside leaf pickup right now, but the schedule's not followed. You put your leaves out on a certain date. The city's supposed to pick them up certain date. They don't. Yes, leaves were picked up today on my block that have been out there 9 days. But they got put out there at 5 o'clock on a Saturday by a landscaper, and it wasn't our zone. You're sticking with Mr. Trost that the last date was December 13th. But the city also put out a specific schedule. And I don't know where it was published. It's online though. It's on the city website that my area, our last day was November 26th. Unless you just throw them out there and we'll come back and get them. It's haphazard and the city doesn't stick to the schedule. So now this new recycling calendar, I'm sure does not have a specific schedule on it for leaf pickup. It should. Or you're going to have to mail that schedule to every resident. When it's, because not everybody gets whatever publication. I didn't even see it in a publication. Not everybody goes online and sees it. I mean, there were piles this high on the street. That's crazy. And as I put in the email, I saw a rodent. I was over by Stag Park. I'm driving down the street. A rodent runs out of the pile of leaves. It goes into the sewers. It's just, if we're going to put them out in the street, they have to be picked up within a week of that date.
Thank
Okay?
you, Mrs. DePasqua.
And Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And I think any resident should be able to contact their elected officials.
Anybody else? Seeing none, motion to close.
Offer.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilmember Sims.
Aye.
Councilmember Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Okay, at this time, we have till our next meeting to come up with a way where we can, Mr. Sullivan brought up a point, which is probably a valid point, about speaking to the public. I'll leave that to you, Mr. Attorney. Mr.
Closing
Pataglia?
comments, right.
You want to make a comment?
Yes.
I wonder where he was the last 20 years with all the good suggestions, wonderful ideas.
Thank you, Mr. Pataglia. It's very nice of you to say. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you for coming.
I see Alexis has left, but, I mean, just for everyone, if you cannot ask all your questions during the 5 minutes, we always stay a little bit afterwards, and you can always come forward and continue your conversation. So we want to make sure that if you do have concerns and you can't manage to get them all out in the open during the 5 minutes, we're always here and available, so please take advantage of that if you need to. I certainly agree with her, and I know Mr. Salkin echoed the same thing, that, you know, Prospect Avenue paving is something that needs to be done. One of the big problems that we've had with our budget has been the lack of long-term planning, especially for any kind of infrastructure support or infrastructure change. So something that the city manager and our CFO is, you know, working very hard on this year is to try and put some of those plans into place, and that will help in many regards. Also, to address Paul, I mean, it's the same kind of thing. You know, we have changes, we have things that need to be done in the city. We have the Cultural Arts Center, it's sitting there. It's a shame that it's not being used. So what we had is we asked our planner to take the plan and break it down into two pieces to see if we could do a phase 1 and a phase 2 to make it more affordable. And he has done that. So that is something that we're going to get together and we're going to talk about and see a lot of what you said. You know, what are the fundamental things that need to be done there? I mean, the stairs are in bad shape. You know, the heating and air conditioning has to be addressed. But could we use the same sound system? Could we use the same folding chairs? Yes. Okay, so we could get a phase 1 done and make it operable, but not to its greatest potential as we see. And those are the types of things that we're looking into, see if we can get that accomplished. I think that's pretty much all I see here on anything that I might need to comment on. So again, same as everyone else, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, very happy holidays, and we'll see you back in January.
Thank you.
Thank you to all who have come out this past year, expressed your opinions, and participated in city events. Together we will continue to make our city great. I want to wish everyone a happy holiday, a happy new year. I also want to thank Bob for doing a great job getting our events video recorded and put on YouTube so people can see who aren't able to come to the council meetings. Thank you.
2014 is quickly coming to an end. It's time for everyone to pause and reflect on the past year and make plans for the new year and a new set of challenges that are bound to arise, whether you foresee them or not. As we ring in the new year, we should resolve to celebrate our community, our country, and our world. We should unite around our common values and concerns and strive to make a difference in all of our endeavors. Merry Christmas. Best wishes to everyone for a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Thank you.
Just want to reflect for a minute on what happened recently in New York.
Your mic.
Sorry. I want to reflect a little bit on what the recent events in New York with the killing of these 2 police officers while on duty. I want everybody to take a, hit your knees tonight and think of these families and what they're going through. They lost their loved ones right before the holidays. The one gentleman's whole family is flying in from China to be here, and it's just devastating for law enforcement across the country. Our police officers have a very dangerous job. I read a thing the other day, the average lifespan of a police officer is about 55 to 60 years old. When you think about that, that's pretty crazy. We all think we're going to live to at least, in today's time, 70, 80, maybe 90 years old. The average lifespan of a cop is less than 60 years. So my heart goes out to the families, my heart goes out to the brother police officers and all the people who protect us. They have a very tough job, and this was just a devastating blow to them. And please say a prayer for them. I want to wish everybody I think we're still in the middle of Hanukkah, but a wonderful Hanukkah finished up, and a wonderful Merry Christmas. Hanukkah done, or is it? No, you're still in it. Yeah, 2 more nights. So continued celebrating Hanukkah. Merry Christmas to everybody, and a wonderful and happy New Year, prosperous New Year, healthy New Year, and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thank you. Motion to close?
Offer.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.